Hey, I just kind of wanted to discuss something. So my ex-bestie is saying stuff, playing dumb, I don't know, manipulating, all the things she's a pro at doing, being her fake self. I don't know. I really don't want to get into it. I don't really want to beef with her. I do feel that if someone has bullied you and treated you badly, especially for as long as she has treated me. If you don't want someone talking bad about you and the bad experiences they had with you, I'm keeping this as polite as possible. Then don't do things, to hurt them. I know she's playing dumb. I know she stalks me and my partners, Facebook, social medias like crazy. She's threatening stuff, and rightfully so, because she got my partner to back down with her. Like he has his reasons for not liking her, and it goes past, not just with me, not just with him. She's hurt a lot of people, and she's very immature, very narcissistic, and just there's a lot, okay? And I don't want to be dragged into the drama. I just want to heal and give advice for girls that are in similar situations and stuff. And yes, I do talk about it. I do, because I've dealt with her emotional, I don't want to say abuse, but yeah, it's borderline abuse. I dealt with her borderline abuse for decades, okay? Being her friend. We were friends, best quote-unquote friends, as she puts it, where we're just long-term friends, to not make herself look bad, because I stopped being her friend several times, but out of the kindness of my heart, I keep giving her chances, because that's the kind of person I am, or was, because I'm not like that anymore. I have strong boundaries now. Long story short, I don't want any drama, especially on TikTok. I want to have, at least overall peaceful experience as much as one can have, just as much as the next person. Well, I just want to say that, no, I do not stalk her. I deal with the trauma that was dealt for years and not being able to speak up out of fear of that. And when I tried to communicate with her, I was bullied and manipulated, and she was just really, really mean to me. She was a mean girl, and I was a pushover. I had no confidence, and she wouldn't let me be confident. She was dealing with her own demons of being jealous of me and anyone she deemed a threat, really. So, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to get too into it. It just is like a Pandora box. I know I said this before for those who have listened to me say it before, but she doesn't like, and she's totally valid. She doesn't like how my partner's been harassing her. And yes, he has access to my accounts. Maybe not all partners are like that, and every relationship's different, but I do. I give him access to my account, and he has access. He doesn't always use it. And he's immature with it. Yes, I know. And I have talked to him about it. I cannot control people, okay? And yes, it is partially my fault. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's what's done is done. He will back off. But for her to lie, though, too, knowing full well everything that she does, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say about that. She can say whatever she wants. I don't want to be dragged into this. That's between them. Like, I'm healing, but he also does not like how she treated me for so long, and him as well. Like, she treated him very poorly, and her mother did. I don't know if she doesn't remember because of it just wasn't important to her to remember doing mean, cruel things. That's how some bullies work, I guess. They do and say whatever they want without any repercussion, they think. I guess because it's not happening to them. Or I really don't know. I don't know what her deal is. Or she's gaslighting, straight up gaslighting. I don't know. I've talked to my partner about this, and we don't know. We don't know what her angle is. But she did get her wish at the end of the day, and that's how she works. That's how she operates. And but I just do want to say I do appreciate my partner for standing up for me and posting on his page that it was all him and all that. And he's a goofy little troll, and I'll be the first to tell you, and he will too. But she was saying that she has us blocked and stuff, and that's the reason why she's all like mad, because she can't block us, because that's what he was saying, is because if he unblocks her, then she's just gonna block us or whatever. He wants to be able to say things and then block her so she doesn't have that power or whatever. But to be fair, I know this is going everywhere, but it's drama. But if you want a little entertainment, I guess. So bottom line is, he isn't the only one that does that. She was singling him out, acting like, well, she was saying that I was the one doing it, whatever. And when he told me that he wasn't even the only one that bullies her or trolls her on her TikTok. And I'm not trying to make fun of her or anything, but maybe it has something to do with her attitude. She doesn't have the best one. And he can say all day that she's not the best looking, whatever. That's, to me, at the end of the day, there's going to be people who find you attractive and that don't. That's just how the world works. But what I don't find attractive is her personality. And honestly, that was always a big thing for me. She's just, I don't know, like, there's a lot. And she's just a mean girl. She really is. And I do hope, though, that we both heal in our own ways. I hope I heal from the mistreatment I had to deal with for years with her, and I hope she heals for the sake of not just herself for once, that's all she really cares about, is for the people around her. So, yeah, and having to deal with that. But that's all I really want to get into. I don't want to bring other people into the conversation, because it's not my place to say. It's their own issues that they've had with her as well. And but yeah, I'm not the only person. My fiance's not the only person. My partner is not the only person dealing has dealt with her and her well, I don't know what you want to call it. Just, she's a very toxic person. I mean, my family will be the first to tell you too. I mean, my mother, she knows firsthand. She saw the pain that she had put me through growing up, and the bullying, and just all of it. And her, I don't know what you're talking about, or whatever. And just all of it, And I don't want to get into it. I really don't. I'm trying to be the bigger person, and I've been that for so long, it just gets to a point, But really, that's all I have to say at the moment. But like I always say, the real ones know, the people I feel like I can trust, and that know the story, the whole, what goes on and stuff. People I know in real life, people I know, that I know online even, that I'm close to. Just, I don't want to drag this on. It's just, I don't know. I guess what hurts is that she doesn't, the accountability, that's one thing. I guess it's always frustrating for me. I don't know what it is about people who have narcissistic, I don't want to say they're narcissistic per se, but they have the traits, always wanting to attach themselves to me, and we can be completely more different, and somehow they want to attach themselves to me somehow or another. And I hope and I pray that, maybe they'll find the light, and, maybe they will, or, and they never do. And it's just the most disappointing thing, most hurtful thing. And I don't know, sometimes it's just so, it's hard to deal with. It really is. And I know if those that really do have NPD, I'm not trying to bash them at all, because to have that actual diagnosis, takes accountability, and that's the first step, and that's a big step in itself. Nobody really wants that title to begin with, and anyway, long story short, as horrible as she was to me, I do wish her the best, because I want her to be good to the people that were in her life that deserve that goodness, because she does have some people that are around her that are good in her life, I believe, and they deserve the best version of her. I think we all do, we all deserve to be the best people for our loved ones, and that's just how I see it. I try to see the positive in things, especially nowadays, and it's hard. It is hard, because to me, being hurt by I feel like as women we should be comrades, and to be hurt by another, that's the deepest wound, is to me, even more than like a relationship. As I get older, that's just how I feel and how I see it now. And I know she doesn't, because she's very male-centered, but hopefully it's one day that will change for her. But that's all I really want to say about it. I don't know if she's gonna post whatever she said she's gonna post and all this, but I do feel the need to kind of not necessarily explain myself, because I know I don't have to, but I'm a sensitive person. I am, and things do get to me, and we were friends for so long, as she puts it. So I do want to speak on it, and if she does listen, that's just how I feel about everything. You did cause a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, and no, I do not want to be your friend again. I do wish that you become the person that you're meant to be in this life, the full, not full, what's it called? I hope you keep growing. I hope you don't stay stunted in aspects that are really important for growth, and I hope that you just learn to appreciate the people in your life, not be so self-centered and push people away and self-sabotage or whatever it is that you do. And I'm not sorry. If anything, I'm sorry to myself for putting myself through a friendship with you as long as I did, and not being true to myself, for it. And because of that, I wasn't probably the best friend to you because of that. And that wasn't fair to you, if anything, I guess. But yeah, maybe sometimes, though, you need to take a look in the mirror, though, sweetie, because, I know I'm not perfect, and I never said I was. And I'll be the first to admit it, and I know growth, though, is a constant thing. You never stop growing as a person. And a person that says that they're, that thinks that they are, that's when I'm kind of like, you can never learn enough. And you should never stop wanting to learn. And that's just how I feel. And not that you were ever saying or doing that, I'm just saying, you acted like you were always, it was impossible to talk to you. And you know that. You were never wrong. Everything was a big ordeal over everything. And even to the pettiest things. I felt like I had no voice, and it was a horrible feeling. And I felt like you literally took everything from ideas to, and I know no idea is original, and I never said it was, but to then accuse me of stealing an idea that was already mine, and things like that. And then from that to little words I would use, and not being able to say anything, because when I had said it in the past, you would just totally argue. It wouldn't even be worth it, because you love to argue. You love to argue. But I don't know what kind of reality you live in, but it's not a real one. I hate to say. I mean, that's the blunt truth there. It's just so funny because, oh my gosh, just thinking of everything, dude. Like, I don't know. All I know is that I wish you the best. I don't hate you. I don't like you. I don't love you. I feel indifferent towards you. I have a lot of hurt, though. I do have a lot of hurt that I did not deserve. And then when I forgave you for being, for when I was suffering from my mental health, you went and gossiped to everybody to the point where I was bullied and I was crying, and then you took no accountability for that, bullying me and everything. And I didn't want to be your friend anymore. You got mad at me for that. I forgave you because you wanted to be my friend again. You acted like a changed person and all this stuff. And you went back straight to old behaviors, tried to intimidate me, saying, why weren't we even friends? Why did you stop being friends with me? Tried to make me feel horrible for it. Because that's what you do. You're very manipulative. You guilt trip. Just try to get your way in any way you can. And I don't ever see you changing with that. You've been like that since I've known you. And I really don't want to have anything to do with a person like that. And I never will, ever again. The thing I did learn is what I do not want in friends, thanks to you. But yeah, I mean, I know we all have to deal with people in the world, every day, and when it comes to work or things, but we don't have to deal with people like that. And why would I, surround my people with like my friend group like that, or if I don't have to, or, even sometimes you might have to because they're in a group or whatever, but as my best friend, no, I'm sorry. You can, like I've always said, you can't pick your family. You can't pick who you fall in love with. At least I can't. I mean, I don't know if it has to do with my BPD or whatever, but I can definitely pick who my friends are, and I don't ever want to be a friend again. I don't ever want to talk. Like my partner said on his page, I have deleted your number long ago, but about sums it up. But yeah, I do wish you the best. I do wish you happiness, because when you are happy, well, no, you're never really happy. So I really don't know what to say. You don't want anyone else happy either. And even when you are happy, no one else can be happy, because it's all about you. And that's all I have to say about that. I don't really expect anyone to listen to this all the way through. I do expect her to, though. I know she will, and she'll probably deny it, because that's what she does. But yet she knows everything me and my partner post all the time, but she loves playing dumb, whatever. And to her enablers, it probably will show her, I don't know, probably like 90 out of 100, they will probably more than likely show her this or whatever. I don't care anymore. I really don't. I don't. It's when you hurt me, believe it or not, people care about me. And I have a partner that cares. We had a very tumultuous relationship. We're trying to get through that. And he takes things I didn't realize to heart when I'm hurting. And he sees things I didn't see. And I thought maybe, you could change. Or I thought, well, maybe, because you're blunt, you always say, well, I'm just honest, blah, blah, blah. So I would always defend you. Oh, she's just blunt. Because she's honest. I want a friend like that. I don't want a friend that sugarcoats. Exactly what you would tell me. But, at the end of the day, that's just laziness. You can be honest without hurting someone, constantly. It just gives you an excuse to hurt people. It's a thing called tact. And that's just, maybe not all the time, but you would do it. That was your excuse just to be mean. You would use it, as an excuse to be mean. And, I could go on and on. But really that's how it was. And, I'm not gonna try to say anything more about that, I guess. But, there's just a lot, dude. And you know it. And especially because if somebody were anywhere near, treated you the way you treat them, or how you treated me, you can't handle it. You could never. If anyone matched your energy, And the funny thing is, you have friends and you treat them so great, so they don't know that side of you. But for me, for whatever reason, I don't know if you had other friends, but you treated me so poorly. You were condescending. You were just, you belittled me. You called me passive aggressive in your little commentary on your TikTok. Sweetie, you were queen of being passive aggressive. So don't even go there. And that's another thing. You're the biggest hypocrite I know. Biggest hypocrite. And I could go on and on. No accountability. No nothing. It's talking to a petulant toddler. And I got so tired of it. And I'm glad. I am so glad that we are no longer friends. Like I said, I am still dealing with all the freaking trauma I had to deal with you for years. But good luck. I do wish you luck in life. I don't hate you. I don't love you. I don't like you. I don't feel nothing. I just want to heal. And that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll make a part 2. I don't know, because there's so much. And it does feel therapeutic to let it out, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, there's that. And I hope this helped. There's our talking. That's all I have to say about whatever it is. I don't need to talk to you. Because I already know how it's going to be. And plus, you say that I could ask for your forgiveness and all this. What do I need to ask you for your forgiveness for exactly? I'm not sorry because I didn't do anything to you. You said hurtful things to me. I have the right to speak on what you did to me, okay? And that's all I've done. And barely touched the iceberg on that. And that's all. And I'm sorry. Yes, you know how my partner is, though. You've known. So I don't know why you are taking this out on me. And I'm sorry that you've done things to make other people angry when you attack me. People care about me, believe it or not. I know that's hard for you to understand. Because you think I'm not worth that. You never thought I was. You never thought much of me, to be honest. I don't know. You loved when I struggled. You loved seeing me. You loved seeing me struggle. I don't know what else to say. You didn't like anything good happening to me that would surpass you in any way. And that's all I really have to say, dude. I was going to say other things, but that's it for now.